that was quick.
This is Aussie Mac Zone. We'll cover everything Apple, including Macs, iPhones, iPads, and more. All this from an Aussie perspective. Sit back, relax, insert yourself into the zone. The Aussie Mac Zone.
Hello, everybody. Young Zarn, how are you?
Good, Michael. How are you?
Good, good. And for those of us in Australia, I hope you're all above tide at the moment.
Yes. Except that I had to check my backyard because I don't know if we are.
So, show 406. Our Aussie Apple ramblings this week. Now, a shout out to Glenn. Please, everyone, keep thinking about him. Get better, please, Glenn. Please, please, please. And also, any flooded listeners, please take care. Just think safety. Think safety first, please. Please, we're thinking about you and the challenges that involves.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, our first story this week. Oh, you been all right, young Zarn, other than the backyard?
Oh, front yard, backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, other than that, water coming in through the roof, but we'll be right.
We'll be right. All right.
We live in this country. We know what it's like.
Yeah. So Apple opens donations to the Ukraine Unicef Aid Relief Fund through the App Store and a website. 9 to 5 Mac reports, Apple has made it simpler to support citizens of the Ukraine. There is now a banner at the top of its website with a donation button that directs you to the Music or iTunes app. You can even donate in the App Store or Apple News app through the banners there. Apple lets you donate between $5 to $200, and all proceeds go directly to UNICEF USA to help families affected by the war in the Ukraine. Donations go through your Apple ID, and you'll use whichever payment method is attached to your account. So, yeah, that's our first one. Please keep that in mind.
All right.
And I've just had the only Ukrainian person I know who is a distant relation to the kings and queens of the Ukraine. He's just gone over there to assist from Australia. So
wow.
Stay safe, please.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not mentioning any names. I'm just saying, please stay safe.
Absolutely. So, story 2.
Yeah. This goes on from our stories last week about scamming.
Scamming, yeah. Australian man plunges into never-ending nightmare as Apple workers make a chilling discovery on his phone that forces him to quit his job and move in with his mum. Daily Mail reports an Australian man, they're incredible source. Daily Mail reports an Australian man has been trapped in a nightmare, never-ending cyber hack for 2 years that cost him his job, home, and whole identity. Simon Edwards, 44, replaced all his devices multiple times, spent tens of thousands on tech support, and moved back in with his mother in a desperate effort to expel the intruder, all to no avail. The hack was so widespread that his TV, car, security cameras, social media accounts, and even his tax return were taken over by a mysterious outsider. He has to carry around a Commonwealth victim certificate to prove his identity and to to get help from the government, agencies, and financial institutes. I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to laugh so much.
It's very heavy.
It's really heavy. The fact that he needs to carry on a certificate, he's replaced everything, security cameras and a car, like the computer, like
all in his name, all in someone. Yeah, just transfer the rego.
Sorry, okay. Mr. Edwards' nightmare started with a trip to an Apple store in Melbourne in late 2019, after his iPhone and laptop started behaving strangely. His browsers were plagued with pop-ups, emails refused to send, and he received dozens of scam calls a week. Tech staff told him the results of their analysis were inconclusive, but 6 months later called him back with a creepy discovery. You're the child and there's a parent, he was told, despite being a single man who lived alone. The employer was referring to parental controls that were activated on his devices without his knowledge, locking him out of apps and monitoring his every move. All of Mr. Edwards' devices were linked through Bluetooth, allowing the hacker to install a family sharing network with themselves as overlord. The system was being used to share books and music, to set time limits on children's devices, and had me restrict to websites and applications. His device would lock him out of apps. The screen would shake and purchases he didn't recognize were made. The screen monitoring feature on his device was also constantly turned on, streaming his laptop and phone screen to invisible third parties.
Yeah.
This has completely ruined my life, Mr. Edwards told News Corp. Every shred of personal data is gone. I can't change my date of birth, he said. I can't call back what's happened. I have to live with it. More information in the show notes.
Yes. So firstly, it's good to know Apple hadn't given up. They kept looking at things, trying to discover what was going on to find the bad news. But yeah, they hadn't given up. That's one good thing out of that story. But yeah. So please be aware of what you're downloading, what you're looking at. Just because DHL sends us saying, have a look at this import document and tell us when to deliver it, don't look at it.
Yeah.
Because it's not from DHL, and why would they be sending it to you?
Yeah, exactly.
And don't go, I'm just going to look at it and see what people are getting, because it's a hack. It's a way of getting into you.
Yeah.
So please tell your family, tell your friends, don't do it. Whenever we're silly enough to do it, they're going to be able to keep making money, which means they'll keep trying harder and harder to do it.
Yeah.
So hacktivists have declared a cyber war against Russia. CNBC reports global hacking group Anonymous has declared a cyber war against Russia and has claimed responsibility for disrupting the website of an oil giant, a state-controlled media agency, and a number of websites affiliated with the Russian and Belarusian governments, reports CNBC's Monica Petrelli. Ars Technica reports on Thursday hackers defaced a Russian Space Research Institute website and leaked files that they alleged are stolen from Roscosmos, the Russian space agency. Their message: leave Ukraine alone or else Anonymous will F you up even more. Meanwhile, a DDoS attack pummeled Russia's .ru top-level domain with the aim of essentially cutting off access to all URLs that end in the .ru domain name, as in .com.ru. Yeah. These are just the latest incidents in a surge of hacktivism in support of Ukraine. Protests against Russia's war of choice with Ukraine have been held around the world, including in 48 Russian cities. the global community has raised millions of dollars for UK through cryptocurrency donations, and private companies from Shell and BP to Apple have temporarily or permanently pulled out of the Russian market. Amidst the havoc, hacktivists are joining the cacophony in an attempt to make a statement and advance their cause. And yes, there's more on our notes in the website, of course.
Excellent. What I was going to say too, stuff like that happening, turn your Bluetooth off if you're not using it. I don't have a watch. I know you've got a watch, so you keep your Bluetooth on, and so because that way you're watching your phone talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a watch, so if I'm not using my Bluetooth, I turn it off.
Yeah.
If I need to use it for the remote, for the TV or something like that, again, I'll just turn my Bluetooth on, and yeah. So, but if you don't have the smartwatch or whatever, you don't need your Bluetooth on unless you're connecting to your car. Playing all your, I know it's a little old school, but I don't have these things, so that's what I do.
Yes.
Also, I'm absolutely and utterly inundated with those stupid messages. I mean, I'm getting 3 or 4 of them a day. And actually, in the last 2 days, they haven't come through. But I have had the calls, that say they're from Australia. One of them was a mobile number in Sydney. It rang, hung up. I ran it back directly after, and it was a bloke that had no idea that he'd called me.
That's right. That's what you have to tell them. You have to say, like, your phone number's being scammed. Make sure it's not on your bill for a start.
I'm also now contacted Apple as of today because I've got charges on my Apple bill that I have no idea what they're for. Mm-hmm. And they started off as $8 here, and the last one, the last 3 of them are $30.
Yeah,
so $90 gone.
And adds up pretty quick.
Yeah, and so I've called Apple this morning, and they're looking into it. They'll get back to me in the next few days. And if they're not my purchases, which I can guarantee they are not my purchases, hopefully I'll be able to get that money back.
Yeah.
And we'll put a stop to it very quickly. Now, story 4. Dropbox releases official update for its macOS app with M1 support. 9to5 Mac reports. Again, earlier this year, Dropbox announced a new beta version of its Mac OS with native support for the Apple Silicon platform. Now, the long-awaited update with optimization for the M1 chip is finally available for all Mac users. As we previously reported, Dropbox took more than a year to confirm that it was working on a version for its app compatible with M1 chip. Even so, the first beta release fully capable with Apple Silicon Macs wasn't released until January 2022. 3 months after the report, version 143.4.4161. So, that one. Dropbox for macOS comes with support for the Apple Silicon platform, which is the basis for the M1, M1 Pro, and M1 Max chip. According to the company via Mac, whatever it is, users will get the update automatically, so there's no need to reinstall the app. Dropbox natively supports Mac computers with Apple Silicon M1, leveraging its improved, what's that?
Improved performance.
Improved performance and efficiency to run seamlessly on your Mac device. All users with Apple Silicon devices will receive the native version of Dropbox automatically. Apps that run natively on Apple Silicon can take full advantage of the M1 chip and its variants for Mac users. This means that the software will use less power, resulting in longer battery life. Earlier this week, Microsoft also updated OneDrive with Apple Silicon support. That's good. I use a lot of OneDrive stuff for work and things like that. So the fact that it supports my Mac is fantastic. You can download the latest version of Dropbox app from its official website. It's more in the notes.
Yeah. So the reason it's taken so long, I think, is that Dropbox is sort of, even though it was released first for Apple stuff, I think they've slowly gone away and tried to target bigger companies.
Mm-hmm.
And because Apple's only 10% of the market, I think that's part of what they're doing is taking their time on that side as opposed to doing all the other stuff that they're doing.
Yeah.
So, and that's why a lot of people have actually gone away from Dropbox now.
Yeah.
So, yes. Yes. IT help to you. That's me.
It is.
I'm the IT help to you, man. Anytime you want help with Apple-related stuff, please just call me or ring me, send me an email. What did I get today? Just as an example, because someone rang me yesterday and asked me for some help.
Yeah.
And then she texted me back today. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, because she'd been told by Apple that she needed to replace her phone. So, and that appeared not to be 100% correct. So, anyway, and I told her to try some things. Anyway, at least now I have the chance to back up everything because the phone's working again, you see?
Yeah.
So grateful for your advice, Michael. I can't thank you enough for being so lovely during a stressful time. Kind regards. So just an example, that was just a phone call between her and me. That was nothing. No money changed hands.
Excellent.
It's just while I'm driving along, I talk to people. It's as simple as that. Send me an email, call me, look me up on the web. I'm just in the process of changing my web machine at the moment, so happy it all keeps working. But it's all part of the fun, isn't it?
Yeah. It says enter your Mac password to continue. It's Apple
updates.
No, the Apple is anyway. God damn it! I'm trying to get my notes up on the screen of the computer, so I'm not looking to the side, and I don't want to talk about it on live stream, so it doesn't matter. I'll just leave that and keep reading from where I am.
So, gaming.
Yes.
Gaming. Finally, some gaming back.
Yes. Wildflowers. Have you got a picture?
Yes.
Excellent. So this is Tara.
And it's got heaps of positive reviews, hasn't it?
My God, this game blew my mind, by the way. This is the game to play. Like Apple have outdone themselves with this.
Yeah.
In arcade.
The people that wrote it, yes.
Yes, which they are, one moment and I'll tell you. Dun, dun, dun.
And it's Wild, WYLDE Flowers.
Studio Dry Dock.
Yeah.
Made it. And Wildflowers. So, what can I say? So, if you like farming games, then great. This is a game for you. If you like those interactive Like, but it's so much more than just a farming game. Like, you're mining as well. You're doing so much stuff. Think of Sims. So, you've got to collect a certain amount of this, a certain amount of that to build a chicken coop. A certain amount of this, a certain amount of that, and you can make a potion because there's also magic in this. There's a whole realm of different, side projects in this game where when you're a farmer, when you're taking care of your grandmother, one you can make side projects from growing vegetables, cooking food, raising animals, mining, magic. 2 seconds, sorry. Sorry, I just had to yell at my dogs. They're at the window, sniffing the window, trying to get to me because they're outside in the rain because they need to go to the toilet. There's just so many different aspects of this game. I haven't stopped playing it. I haven't stopped playing it at all. And I got it last week when we were meant to do gaming. I downloaded it the day after we did the show.
Yeah.
And I spoke about it and said that I will, be doing a review on it. And these are the new games coming out. As soon as it came out, I got it. Because like I said last week, I do like the farming games and things like that. I love my Nintendo Switch for Animal Crossing and things like that. This is so much bigger than Animal Crossing. Sorry, Nintendo, I don't mean to say that. I still love it. Just the magic aspect of it, as well as the trading and the, it's taken your cooking game, your farming game, your magic game, your Sims game, and your Minecraft where you're mining for minerals and things like that. It's taken all of these games and rolled them into one game and then gave it a pleasant story where each person interacts and they speak English or whichever language you download it in. That you understand. So you're watching the story unfold. You're watching them build relationships. It's fantastic. It's so good. I could just ramble on about this game forever. Like I said, I'm still playing it. At the moment, I've just finished building a chicken coop. I'm now going to the rancher who I helped build a ranch there. So that ranch was dilapidated before I came to the island. Now I rebuilt that ranch. Someone bought that property, and now there's a rancher. So I'm now going to buy chickens from him so I can have my own chicken coop and eggs and everything, which if I get eggs, not only can I then take them into my house and because I grow wheat and everything like that, I can bake goods, take them to the bakery in town and sell my baked goods to the bakery. I can also gift them to friends, but then I can take those eggs themselves to market, sell them to the market vendors and make money that way as well.
Yeah.
So it's just this full world of awesomeness. I love it. Like I said, I haven't played an arcade game like this one. This is the best they've released so far, I think, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this game.
Excellent.
So to say I'm obsessed with it, would be downplaying that I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it 5 apples out of 5.
5 out of 5. Yeah.
There's no glitch. Not only, sorry. So gameplay is awesome. Visually, it's excellent. The sound is fantastic. NPC, which is non-playable character interaction, is next to none. It's so good. It makes you feel like they're in the game. It makes you feel like you're getting to know them, and you've got a rating on what sort of friend you are. So when you first come, it's just someone you've met. And then as you go along, they're a new acquaintance. And then as it comes along, you're casual friends, and it builds up like that. So you get socially invested in how much time you're spending with each person. and who you want to spend time with. You know, you might not want to spend time with the man because he seems a bit shifty. You know, you might not want to spend time with the butcher because you don't eat meat. You know, like there's all these different aspects. You know, but then again, if you didn't speak to the butcher, you wouldn't find out that they actually do a non-meat variant called seitan, which is hilarious. It's what I would call non-meat meat as well. The devil.
Evil talk. It doesn't say feed the man almost meat.
That's right. Yeah, that's not beyond steak.
That's right.
Not just that. There's also pets in this game. So I've met a stray cat. I've been feeding it for the last week or so.
Just like real life.
Sorry?
Just like real life.
Yeah. I've been feeding the cat for the last week or so, and now it is my pet. And so every morning I come out, I pat the cat, I feed the cat, you know, give it the attention. It loves me, I love it. And I go about my day doing the work. So, yeah, that's Wildflowers. Don't let the name deter you from playing the game. If you're a sim fan of any type, give it a go. It's got that, like I said, it's got the social aspect of Sims and the creativity of that. It's got the mining. It's got everything you could want. I've very much enjoyed the game, and I will continue to enjoy the game. And there will be other updates on how far I'm into the game. I'm going to work out how I can. We're going to do some playable stuff and upload that onto our YouTube or wherever we upload it, and like that. And I can talk about it there as well, because I really like this game.
Really?
Yeah. If you didn't know, I like this game.
That's WYLDE Flowers.
Yeah.
Yep. Entertainment. Now, Disney Plus is adding a cheaper subscription tier. CNBC Business reports Disney Plus is creating, an ad-supported tier for its streaming service to ramp up its growing subscriber base. Though Disney shared that the new ads tier will join the subscription option in the United States sometime later this year, details are scant. The exact launch date and pricing will be announced at a later time, the company said, with an international expansion in 2023. Expanding access to Disney Plus to a broader audience at a lower price point is a win for everyone, Kareem Daniel, the chairman of Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution, said in a statement. More consumers will be able to access our amazing content. Advertisers will be able to reach a wider audience, and our storytellers will be able to share their incredible work with more fans and families. And yes, there are more in our show notes. Now, Zarn, you've got a entertainment story, except you're hiding it at the moment. Just waiting for him to find out what's going on. There he is.
Sorry, guys. I've got children in the hallway going, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. That's exactly.
So you've got an entertainment story for us.
I do have entertainment for us.
Yeah.
So I was watching Celebrity Gogglebox USA with Kellyanne the other night, and one of the families on there would be quite recognizable to our watchers, listeners, and all that. And there they are on the screen. If you don't know who that is Steve Wozniak, co-founder of everything Apple.
Yes.
And yes, so
and lots of other things too.
Celebrity Gogglebox. Sorry?
And lots of other things too.
That's right, lots of other things too. But yes, he is one of the celebrity families on Celebrity Gogglebox.
Yeah.
And I know it's only a little bit of news. I just thought it was cool that we seen him on there. And so I thought I'd just say, well, yeah, here's a bit of entertainment news. If you wanted to see Steve Wozniak, be funny and, talk about shows they're watching and things like that, he's there for everyone to see.
Excellent. Go, Steve.
Yeah.
So we've got another ad. Let's see if I can do it right this time.
Fast, efficient and affordable business-grade hosting solutions, domain registration, SSL certificates and more. We also monitor and provide website security and update services, website builds, email hosting, amongst other sensational products. If you have a question about your web page or your presence on the internet in general, no job is too big or too small. Visit our website today, or better yet, contact us at blueoceanwebhosting.com.au and leave your website issues to us.
There you go. So, how-tos. You'll want to unlock this hidden trackpad on your iPhone. It makes typing and editing text easier than before. CNET helps us. Whether you have an iPhone or an iPad, your Apple device is stuffed with neat features. SharePlay, which lets you watch movies with friends over FaceTime. Focus, which mutes notifications to help you concentrate, just to name a couple. Although some features are easy to find in your settings app, other cool iOS tricks are hidden, like the secret trackpad in your keyboard. Usually when you're writing a long message or an email, you hold your finger down on the screen to move the cursor to any area of text you want to delete, rewrite, or edit. A magnifying bubble appears underneath your finger. When you do, enlarging the text, that's easier to navigate. However, if you find it difficult to move your cursor so precisely with your finger, iOS offers another option. In this guide, we'll show you how to access the trackpad that's hidden in your keyboard, which makes it easier to move your cursor and make edits to your text on your iPhone or iPad. How to unlock your iPhone's hidden and iPad's hidden trackpad. Here's how to discover the hidden iOS trackpad. Anywhere you've written a block of text, bring up your keyboard, press and hold your finger on the space key until the keyboard goes blank. You should feel a bit of a haptic feedback and see the cursor enlarge for a second, which means you can now use the keyboard as a trackpad. With your finger still pressed down, move it around the entire keyboard to move your cursor just like you would on a trackpad. To place the cursor, simply lift your finger off the screen and then you can use any other keys like delete to make any edits in the text. If you want to move the cursor once again, press your finger down on the space bar to bring up the hidden trackpad. It's as simple as that. There's a video which is on one of the show notes links in the show notes for this week's show. Simple as that. Now, again, Zarn's doing the more scamming stories.
I am. Bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm going to get my notes up.
Please understand, the reason we're telling you about the scamming is because it's happening and we don't want it to happen to you. That's why we're talking about it.
That's right. Damn it. Why are they not there?
You got it?
No, I'm going to open them up on my phone still for some reason. I did have them, but then they've gone somewhere else. Oh, wait, what's that one? No. Okay, I'm not got the time to do that. I'm going to shut that down and I'll come back to it. Okay. How to tell if someone is using your phone to spy on you and how to put a stop to it. It's hard for someone to get access to your iPhone, but it's not impossible. ZNet helps us. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Hell. Ta-da. All right. I'll move this new over here.
Touched the wrong button, did we?
Sorry, guys. I'm working stuff out as we do the show, and I've worked it out. So I'm just going to quickly do this. All right. That was like there. ZNet helps us. Smartphone helps us. Yeah. Smartphones like iPhones are home to so much information. Texts, emails, financial, medical. Then on top of that, smartphones can be used to track your movements and what we do online. It's virtual to keep them. It's virtually impossible.
Vital.
Vital. Okay, we're going to make that text bigger. Bear with me. There we go. That's better. It's vital to keep them secure. But what do you do if someone has figured out a way into your phone? How do you even know if someone has found a way into your phone? So yeah. So what do we do? Here is the process that I follow for securing an iPhone that someone might have gained access to. Yes, scary it is, but you reboot, change your passcodes, check for rogue Facebook ID, rogue Face ID, or fingerprints, run anti-spyware scan. Do not hand your phone to other people. Note, if someone does have access to your phone, either because they've guessed your passcode or by another means, remember that making changes to revoke that access will be noticeable to them. Okay.
Yeah. So if
sorry that was read so poorly.
If you've got you hand your phone to your controlling partner, they'll know that they can't get into it, for example.
Yeah.
Just one of the bad scenarios. So yeah. Now, how to have SIRI read your messages aloud on your Apple Watch. Allow SIRI to dictate new messages and push notifications received through compatible headphones on your Apple Watch. You can even respond without touching a thing. Tech Republic helps us. How to turn on announced message and limit apps on your Apple Watch. Before you can turn on announced messages with SIRI, it's important to note that you have your AirPods or Beats compatible headphones connected to your Apple Watch. To have messages read aloud, you must also have a compatible pair of headphones connected. At the time of the writing, the compatible list of the devices that support this feature are AirPods Max, AirPods second generation or later, AirPods Pro, Beats Fit Pro, Powerbeats Pro, Beats Solo Pro, and in addition to those headphones, your iOS or watch device will need to be running iOS 15 or watchOS 8. To enable the feature, navigate to the following on your Apple Watch. Open the Settings app on your watch, tap SIRI, and then go to Announced Notifications. Turn on the Announced Notifications toggle. By default, apps will disable for announced messages. Scroll below where the feature was enabled to see a list of apps installed on your device that send push notifications. Enable the toggle beside each app for which you'd like to push notifications read through SIRI. There's more with pics on the link in the show notes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. iPhone or iPad stopped connecting to the Wi-Fi. Hell, I drop news. Whenever your iPhone or iPad can't connect to your Wi-Fi and it isn't your router or network's fault, you can try to fix it yourself. Make sure everything's connected properly. That means your iPhone's connected to your network, airplane mode isn't on, and your connection is stable enough. You can try to restart your phone/iPad and see if that fixes the problem. If not, you can go to the Wi-Fi setting, forget your network, and then try to reconnect it again.
Yep.
If all that fails, you can go into settings, general, transfer, or reset iPhone, reset network settings.
Yep.
This will delete all your settings and you can start from scratch.
Your network setting. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. And so I know it's a big step, but it is your last resort. You try those things at first and then they should work because it's happened to me a few times. Yeah.
It's always good to know, like, if something's happened in the hotel you're staying at, or, because they might have turned their Wi-Fi off and turned it back on overnight, or things like that. Change something overnight. Yeah. So, anything else, sir?
There was a couple other things.
Yeah.
Speaking of security, I got a message from a family member on the weekend.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, check this out. Photo of you. The way it was written, I knew it wasn't a family member. And so I contacted IT Help to You.
Yep.
Which is mine. And said, hey, this family member's just sent me this message. Pretty sure someone's hacked them, and you should probably let them know.
Yes.
I do have their number, but I thought coming from Michael and IT Help for You, this is a huge post just for you, by the way. They'd have better a better go at saying, well, this is what's happened, this is how to fix it, this is what you do. And so we took quick care of that. When I say we, I mean me telling Michael contacting the family member and then helping them sort that out and resetting passwords and things like that.
Because their messages account had been hacked.
Yeah.
People were sending messages out that wasn't them. So, yep.
And
so again, change the password, bigger, tougher passwords.
Yeah.
All that sort of thing has to happen. Yep.
Yeah. And so luckily caught it quickly. I'm pretty sure no one opened it. And changed passwords, deleted everything else.
Because what happens is when you open it, again, it tries to do things to your phone or your computer without your knowledge, unfortunately. And they didn't have an Apple phone. They had a different brand phone.
Yeah, so it's a brand phone. I don't know why they don't have Apple phones. I know you're watching.
and another thing, just talking about that, is the big improvements in Apple Maps, because now you can pinpoint, like, there's an accident or there's a traffic hazard or in Apple Maps now, like you could in Waze for a while now. But you're driving along and it says accident reported in 600 meters and things like that happening now in Apple Maps, which is really cool.
I actually noticed that when we drove into the city to go to Putt.
Yeah.
I just needed the map on for the minute to get into Putt because I couldn't remember how to get around all those stupid intersections to get into the entertainment quadrant. And Apple Maps was telling me, like, oh, there's been an accident here, or slow down here, this.
Yeah, or red light camera or red light and speed.
That's right.
It even tells you the speed, I think. It says like a 50K red light speed camera ahead, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
so.
And they did all that. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And new. that was very cool.
Yeah, so they've definitely activated all that sort of stuff now. So
yeah. And then from there, we drove down the south coast. And I took all these back streets to find my auntie's house. Went out with Kellyanne. And she's like, do you want me to turn on maps? I'm like, no, I can do this. It's fine. We'll get there. Trust me, I know where I'm going. I said, I lived there when I was 25, but I'm sure it's fine. It's 20 years ago. And but I did it without maps. I got all the way through these back streets and Miranda and all that, and found where I was going without a map. It was fun, a little excitement for us. We had no kids, just the two of us, and so that was good fun.
And don't forget, when you do use Apple Maps, you don't have to obey what they say. You can keep going, and then they'll help you out at the end if you need it, or they'll tell you things while you're driving along there anyway. Yeah.
If you want to drive off that pier, you do that. No, don't do that.
Yeah. Just saying.
You don't have to do what they tell you. Damn the man. There was something else as well, entertainment-wise. What was it? Oh, I can't remember now. It doesn't. Oh, it was on Apple Plus too. There's a new show. That's right. I'll leave it for next week. I'll watch more episodes of it, and we can talk about it next week. That's fine.
And on 5 a.m. Wednesday morning, Sydney Eastern Time, Summer Time, 5 a.m. Eastern Summer Time. Apple have got a 2-hour talk, releasing products or something. They've got a keynote going from 5 a.m. It usually starts right on time.
Yep.
So we'll see what that's about.
Awesome.
That's on the 9th, 5 a.m. on the 9th our time, Sydney time. So
very cool.
Yeah. Now, what about thanks to Blue Ocean Web Hosting and IT Help to You for their support?
Yep.
Show notes link each week on the show upload. The link being...
Sorry, wait. Aussie Mac Zone, AussieMacZone.com.au AMZ 406. There you will see the last 6 weeks of show notes.
Yeah, don't forget you can email us, Michael or Zarn, at AussieMacZone.com.au.
However you listen or watch us, please give us a rating. It helps others find us, and also helps us as well. So, like I always say, we do it for you.
Apple News. So we've had one thing on Apple News this week, and there'll be that was the press release, read the air tags and the use by baddies. Yep. But also we've got whatever happens at the Apple keynote.
Yep.
That'll be typed in and put up straight after the keynote in the morning, so you can read it on the train on your way into town or whatever, whatever. Listen to it. Get SIRI to talk to you.
Yeah.
But most importantly, thanks to also our supporters, you, our listeners / watchers.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Lee. And over to Zarn for that sign-off.
Excellent. All right, guys. I know I continue to say this. Please be safe.
Yep.
It's not Corona this time. It's from the world ending, because it looks like Australia's going to float away. Or at least the East Coast anyway.
Yeah.
So, stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Just remember that you got people that care about you, so don't drive into that thing that you might think you can make it across because
Yeah.
it doesn't need to become dangerous.
No.
On that note, remember, an apple a day keeps the androids away. See you later, guys.
Thank you.